Anyways, Uncut Gems.
You two saw it.
We
We
did.
got the option of seeing it when it actually first came out in theaters.
No, I
During-
saw it on a screener.
Oh. Well, did anyone see it in theaters
I
in
did.
the old life?
I saw the Uncut Gems in the old life.
Oh, remember the old life, the
but
AMC theaters.
I mean, I'll say this: sitting in that theater, watching that movie, especially being around people too, because when you're sitting in a theater, you kind of get the hear your murmurs and you get the feelings of people around you, right? That's part of the theater experience, and you could feel in that theater the intensity, how crazy. Like the movie just ramps up. Christian can back me up on this, but it just ramps up from like where you start, and it's just this. It's like you're on a roller coaster, right? But the part of the roller coaster you're on is just you're going up, and up, and up, and up.
And you're waiting for it to drop, and it doesn't.
Yeah, and it's your heart is just pounding the whole time. It keeps going up and steeper, and you're just like, how am I gonna get out of this alive?
And it's the way it's shot too. Like you do need to check this movie out because the cinematography, the editing, especially the editing, it's just very chaotic. It's so chaotic, and it's the acting, of course, is great, and we'll get to that in a moment. But to me, what makes the movie, the most impressive thing about the movie is the editing, the way that it's shot, and the way that shots are set up, and the lighting, like especially in his fucking pawn shop, right? That lighting in that shop it gives me anxiety to think about it. It's like that. What do you call it? Like the fluorescent. Like the cheap fluorescent lights that are too bright for the space that they're in, that cast these like harsh shadows.
It's like a science room in like school almost.
Kind of
The intense like.
Yeah, kind of.
fluorescent lights.
I think of it like as like the like cheap stores in the 80s, like grungy and grimy. And the lights are too harsh, and they cast like these white shadows, like white lights, and
Oh,
that
so it's
casts these
harsh
bars.
lighting.
Harsh. It's just it was just intense. And then there's like
Maybe.
one scene when like Kevin Garnett and his posse is like outside. Like the scene to me that sticks out is when Kevin Garnett and his posse are outside. They're trying to get into the store, right? And the lock breaks, and it's like this 5-minute thing where Adam Sandler is like trying to unlock the door, and Kevin Garnett, 7-foot guy, 7 feet guy with his posse outside trying to get in, and they're just like, "Yo, let me in! Like, I need to hold on to this, like, or I forget the exact that part of it, like if he was trying to return it or extend his lease on the diamond,
He had the rock. He wanted to. He was
the
going to
gem,
return it.
He had the gemstone, yeah.
But he didn't have. KG had given his ring as collateral.
That's right. He wanted his ring
And,
back. Oh my
Adam
god.
Sandler didn't have it.
Was it
And
his
yeah.
NBA ring?
His
Yeah,
championship
his
ring.
2008
His
championship ring.
Wait, so was he playing himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's kind of
One
mind
of, the,
blowing.
one of the best
It's cool.
one of the
It's
best
cool.
conceits of the movie is that Adam Sandler is a gambler, and he's gambling on Kevin Garnett during the 2009 or 2010 season. So they're using real game footage,
Wow.
and as Adam Sandler's like, "Oh, I need him to get 12 rebounds and 20 points and 4 assists, and if he gets those those minimums, he'll make like a fuck ton of money, right? Because that's how much he's gambling."
Yeah.
And so it's really cool to see, Kevin Garnett. And Kevin Garnett, by the way, hasn't aged a day. He looks exactly the same as he did back in 2010 when they shot this.
He's
movie.
like Christian. He like shaves his head every day. So.
Yeah, it's like the shaved head look is the way to go. So, I'm sorry, we went all over the place.
Well, one of the biggest criticisms of the movie, everyone's like, "Oh, it's so realistic to sports." But one big criticism was, I think he's watching one of the games on ESPN at home, and they play like the TNT, like NBA music. And people are like, "This is such an error!
Wow,
How could you do this?"
I didn't catch
Especially
that,
for
but
like
that's
basketball
that's
fans.
hilarious.
People are like, "Wait, what?"
I mean, come on, guys, give it a break. Like one little, like who cares? Maybe he turned the channel to TNT.
TNT.
I think one of the biggest discussion points out of this movie, obviously, it was a big Oscars contender. And a
Didn't win though.
Didn't win. But one of the biggest things was Adam Sandler not even getting nominated for Best Actor. And a lot of people, myself included, feel like it was a huge snub because to me, this is a defining role for Adam Sandler, right? Like we talked about previously in this pod. Adam Sandler is a stand-up comic, comedian type of actor, right? He's done drama a couple of times. Spanglish.
Oh God, that movie. Wait, what about the other one? Click.
Punch Drunk Love, I think, was another like drama he did. But to me, this is on a completely different level. And when you talk about like these awards, I think people that an actor that stretches his way, his forte is comedy, right? And he's stretching all the way to this different tangent of drama and playing a completely different character. I just thought the performance was incredible. And I definitely think he got snubbed, but I don't know what you
Do you think Kevin Garnett said to him, anything is possible?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Adam Sandler
Like he was holding him at backstage at the Oscars or whatever. He's like, hey, man, anything's possible.
I mean, I would pay to see that image.
Photoshop.
If anyone's watching or listening, if you can Photoshop that and send it to our Twitter at Was It Good on Twitter, that would be greatly
We will
appreciated.
give you a Funko Pop.
Yeah, find the KG imagery where he has the trophy, he's hugging it in the thing, and he screams up, anything is possible. And just Photoshop Adam Sandler cradled in his arms.
Or however you want to do it. There are two better images to put together. Do it up.
Do that, and you'll get one of our many, many Funko Pops
Yeah.
that we are slowly trying to get rid of.
We have like 1,000.
Most of those are mine.
Yeah. I know what I said.
No, we're getting rid of yours if we want to get rid of them.
No. It's fine. We'll get rid of yours.
Who won Best Actor?
Best actor was...
He has a computer right in front of him, but instead of Googling it, he's trying to remember.
No, I...
Learn that you're in the digital age,
You have an
bro.
impressive memory, Arjuna, but God.
It made sense who won.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, it was Joaquin. That's right.
Oh, for what?
Joker.
For the Joker.
Oh, he won
Yeah.
for that, huh?
Oh.
So
in a year where
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix was winning for the Joker, it is a travesty that Adam Sandler doesn't get nominated. Because,
You act like...
well, here's why.
Did Adam Sandler piss off the Academy?
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the Academy. I mean,
But
so
this is
that was the big thing.
But Joaquin Phoenix
right.
hates the Academy and has openly talked against it. In a year where he wins, it's weird that Adam Sandler doesn't even get nominated.
So Academy voters came out publicly and said like, Sandler, we don't like Sandler. Like he makes these shitty movies. He hasn't
Jesus.
he hasn't helped the industry. So the reason they gave Joaquin a pass is because like he makes money for the Academy, blah blah blah, and like he makes the problem with the Academy of motion picture arts
cutaway.
is they see movies as like everything is drama and must be shot this way and with film and this aspect ratio and we love Martin Scorsese and Tarantino movies.
So
they
overrated.
are art and like true.
Well, they didn't like
cinema.
Tarantino in the beginning.
Yeah,
No.
but now they love him.
Tarantino took forever for them to fall in love because Tarantino was one of the first directors to like make shit cheap, right?
Yeah, but so this is why I love him because he started making movies about Hollywood.
yeah.
In fact, his movie
Hollywood's
called
cool.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Hollywood loves movies about Hollywood.
Yeah.
So with Uncut Gems coming out in 2019, where would you guys have ranked that? Obviously, you guys are upset that Mr. Sandler was not nominated, but where would you rank the movie overall with everything else that you saw last year?
I don't remember what I saw last year, so I cannot rank it. Unranked. No, it definitely should have been ranked. I just don't know.
I mean, some of my favorite movies last year were Parasite,
Oh, yeah.
The Farewell.
Oh, Parasite was so fucking good.
But this is right there up there. I mean, it's got to be at least top 5, maybe top 3 for me. Just because it was such a unique movie experience. It's such a well-made film. Definitely one of my favorites of 2019 for sure. It's definitely up there.
Yeah, it's definitely top 5 for me. I just don't remember what else.
Let me say, I'll say some movies from last year.
Yeah.
And then you kind of say better
Ooh,
or
I like
less.
that.
All
That's
right?
a
So
good
real
game.
quick, Avengers Endgame.
I'm going to put Avengers Endgame above it only because of all the stuff around it. And also, I think it's a phenomenal
I'll put
movie.
this above Endgame.
Okay. It's the only movie I can remember right now.
Okay. All right.
1917,
Ooh.
Parasite,
There's some great movies.
Joker.
Joker,
Joker was fine.
Marriage
Anywho.
Story.
Would you guys say it was good then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was a
Good
big
movie.
surprise. Big surprise.
Did we?
Big surprise.